So no, and those are all really good points. And I think it's easy for people to wrap their heads around pollution, toxicity, right? Those are things that kind of gross people out. Look at that toxic sludge. But Lake Mary Jane example is really eradicating it. I mean, they'll drain it, they'll pave over it, and put up a neighborhood, and
Right.
you'd never even know it was there. And that's not the same as dumping. Arguably, at least you can potentially recover from dumping. You know, if people 50 years from now decided, hey, maybe we should remove this sludge and let nature reclaim itself.
Mm-hmm.
But if you destroy it completely and sterilize the area, that's a different story. But for some reason, it seems almost more palatable. The complete eradication versus the slow death or the poisoning. So,
but
and in the name of progress and in the name of development, I can see the other side. Listen, we're a growing population. What do you want us to do? So what is the right of it?
It's the thing is, what's that old saying? Cut off your nose to spite your face kind of thing. You know, I mean, it's getting rid of a major river that has that I'm trying to think back to Katrina. I feel like it might not be New Orleans. Is it California that has the problem? It's what I want to say here because I can't think of the actual real world example is that if you get rid of this river, perhaps this river is helping stay possible flooding because the river can accumulate the water. And then it's like, if you pave over it and you're not allowing any place for water to drain, who knows? I don't know the topography of this area, but
it could have a cooling effect. It could give off fog
there could be a number of different things,
and provide moisture to nearby plants. Like
definitely.
We don't understand the ecosystem, right?
Well, I think that's what's really important is that, if you're going to do this and you're going to fight and say that this river is not essential and it doesn't have person rights, I think that you should have to have a trial in order to prove that. And that's also something that would come about if every lake and river and valley or whatever is given automatic personhood, automatic rights, autonomous rights, because then you could actually have a real debate, not something that is a faux debate where politicians are in corporations' pockets and the people are just complaining about it and it's going to go through anyway because people want to be reelected in order to keep their form of livelihood. You have a real trial where it's like scientists have to come in, lawyers are hired, a judge is proceeding, maybe several judges, because there could be appeal processes, there could be a number of different things that go through it because it's a person, in order to say, does this person have the right to exist, or can we get rid of this river in the aid of human progress? Like, does the development of this area for people trump the rights of this river? And the thing is, I mean, it is weird because you would never do that with a human being necessarily, but again, everything can't be black and white. We have to have some sort of give and take. Everything's got nuance and it's got context. So I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I don't think there's anything with provisional rights to rivers, trees, whatever, forests, any kind of area. And then to have that kind of due diligence to say, here's the back and forth, and here's the trial to say, is this necessary to be removed or not? I think, I don't know, because it's public and I don't know, people can get involved. The reason people don't want to do it is because they know what the result will most likely be, which is the environmentalists would win out. Like, that's the thing. Most people don't really want to destroy nature these days. They just don't. Most people don't. People who work in certain industries do. But the average person is very, very happy to just either let bygones be bygones. If the river's here, the river's here. Ocean's here, ocean's here. They're like, I like to take my kids. I like to fish in the river. I think we could try something else. We could figure something else out if there was a initiative to have it go away. There's got to be something else, another workaround, another place that we could be doing what we're going to do. So that's why we're never going to do it, is because more often than not, it would become incredibly difficult to remove any plot of land, any kind of point of nature. It would be very difficult to develop it because they know that most people will not be for it.